Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Sportsology. As always, I am your host, RyanK. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Enjoyed a lot of that college basketball out there, a lot of upsets. For us of those here in Wisconsin, which will be the majority of us watching this, what a walk-off win last night. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I watched all the game, but that was a very exciting win to come up with. What a great last-second shot. I'm sure that kid is riding high tonight and is really going to enjoy his time on campus this week. Probably be a little bit of a celebrity for the rest of the week. So good for him. Hope your brackets are going well. Mine are pretty well busted, like a lot of us out there. And we've been kind of talking on Sportsology lately. We've been going through the technology first, and I'm going to switch over and we're going to go through the NBA daily fantasy sports picks first, and then we're going to move into technology in the second half. So the NBA season's coming to a close here in the next few weeks, so it's time to get your picks in, try to win one more GPP before the year's over. If you haven't won one yet, keep struggling, keep grinding. I know it's tough, but you get that one win for the year. You bank your, $1,000 to $50,000, whatever you win. It's going to be a nice profit for the season. So let's keep grinding on to that. Some of the guys you can watch out for tonight that I think will make for some real nice plays. Check out George Hill, point guard for the Pacers, going up against the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. It's been well documented that the 76ers just aren't very good, but they've been remaining competitive a lot more lately. So you can have better confidence he'll get his full run today. I missed out on Hill the other night in my cash lineup, and that went on to actually cost victory because he was so good and he had high ownership. I drank the most Spates Kool-Aid, and that was not a good idea. So I'm not going to have that happen again. George Hill makes for a very solid play tonight versus Philly. I would also go with his teammate at the small forward position, Mr. Paul George. Paul George is a little inconsistent for one of the upper tier price guys. It's just the matchup's too good for him tonight. He's going to get some steals. He's going to get some blocks going up against the 76ers. So even if the Pacers blow them out, I think he'll see enough time to get his points necessary not to be a bad play on the day. So very confident in Paul George today. Okay, move over to the center position and check out Boston Celtics center Jared Sullinger. I love his price point. He had a couple of bad games. His price came down. Last night, he hit about 7 times value. I would expect him to do something very similar tonight against what's an intriguing matchup, Boston versus the Magic. Two teams that can play at a relatively fast pace, and I would expect some offense in this game tonight. Okay, let's check out the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Love is currently listed as questionable. Quite honestly, I don't know why the Cavaliers would push anybody at this point of the year. You try to get your stars rested up, ready for the playoffs. Channing Frye has been already confirmed as to being the starter if Love sits. If they're confirming a starter this early in the day, let's say it's a pretty good bet that he is going to go ahead and be in the starting lineup this evening. But please do watch that one. I do like both Steph Curry and Klay Thompson tonight. If you watch the game Saturday night, the Spurs played wonderful. Shut down Curry. Curry had a career high in missed three-pointers. I think these guys come out and make a statement tonight. I think you can get Curry and or Klay in your lineups tonight with great confidence. And even though they'll probably run the T-Wolves off the floor, they've had more competitive games lately, and I think they're going to want to just, statement games. Show they are still the best team in the NBA and beat up on a weaker opponent. Lastly, Zach Randolph needs to be in your cash lineup. Not just because I think he'll succeed tonight, but because after what he did the other night, and the Grizzlies are still very beat up, if they run their whole offense through him again, he's going to have that higher ownership. And if he goes for 50 again and you don't own him in your cash line, you're probably not going to win. On the flip side, if you have him in your cash line and he's over 50% owned and he only gives you 25, you're still alive for the night where you wouldn't have been if you didn't play him. So that makes him a safer player in the cash line. Okay, on today's technology, I actually just got out of a trading session with some of my colleagues around here, and we reviewed a product line that we run, which is Ruckus Wireless. If you don't know Ruckus Wireless, I highly encourage you getting to know them. Out of all the vendors we have, I'd have to say that they are right near the top as far as reliability. And what I mean by reliability is when we put Ruckus into a new school or a new business, it just works. I know that sounds like kind of a blanket statement, but honestly, I sold it to one of the school districts I worked with last year. I'm currently meeting with the school district because we're looking at their security as well. And I asked him, how's it working? And he tells me, Ryan, honestly, I put Ruckus in last year. It just works. I haven't touched it. So that's what you like to hear from a vendor perspective. What we met and discussed today is it's now going to be available in a virtual controller. Anybody who works in IT staff knows if you can limit the number of actual servers that you need to have, it's going to make your life a little bit easier. Ruckus now is coming out in that flavor, so that just is another reason that you want to go ahead and take a look at them. Another, another bullet in their gun, another weapon in their arsenal, another way that it just makes them a better and easier vendor to work with. So we have a lot of confidence in them. Whenever we put them into a building, we know it's going to work. And I've got a lot of I guess I'm not sure the best term that I'm trying to use right now, but I have a lot of respect for their business and their products and what they do, and I like selling them because I know it's going to work. So, Ruckus is a great product. Check it out. If you got any questions on either NBA picks or Ruckus Wireless, feel free to email me, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. Besides that, have a wonderful day.